Hello, this is Boris Navarro with Intro to IoT Security for Lab 6. This time I'm just entering desktop, Lab 6 MQTT TLS folder. I already placed it there, unzipped it. And this is the updated version of the socket file. Now I'm updating everything to be able to run everything. So here it is. So we're doing an update, then installing some files, .deb files. Here's the first one. The other one is libdlt-dev. I'm just copying and pasting because it's easier, although it cost me a lot of trouble at the beginning. Now we are going to use the package libwebsockets 16_4.0.20-2. At this time we're not using the ARM HF, but we're using the ARM D64. After that, we're installing Mosquito library. And then Mosquito. Now we are going ahead and install the Mosquito clients. Once we're done, we're going to check. We're going to leave that folder one level up, and then make sure that Mosquito is installed and run. So we type Mosquito, and here it is. Although it says there's an error, it says it is in use. That's why. Now, after exiting, we're going to proceed to create the certificates folder in that same folder. Then we get into the certificates and create 3 main folders. So let's start with the CA directory. Now we're going to open an SSL command, which generates the RSA private key. Here we're going to be using, that's what it is. We're going to be using a passphrase, which is FIU123456. We're going to keep it for consistency and easier so we don't forget. We redo it, and then we enter the information required. Here I used my name first, but now then I changed it because it also gave me some trouble. I decided to use localhost, and then I used my email, my FIU email. Now let's see if we have the required files. We should have ca.crt and ca.key. Perfect, here it is. Now let's leave that directory one level up. And now we have a certificate authority. So let us create the keys and certificates of the broker. So let's create a folder, get inside the folder, and again generate the RSA private key 2048-bit long modulus to the Primus. All right, so here it is. Let's take a look inside and see what we have. We have broker.key. That's what I expected. Now, we're going to create a signing request file form using a new command. Again, we're going to enter the same information entered before. Now some extra attributes are asked. Put in the FIU123456 password. Now FIU. Let's take a look at the folder. Now the folder has a broker CSR and broker.key. Now let's pass the certificate request file to the certificate authority by using the OPENSSL command and all the parameters here. Here I decided to use the path, the entire path, to make sure it goes okay, so it goes well here. That's how I'm using the pwd command to see the exact location. I copied it and pasted it in a document, and then that's when I copied it and pasted it here, back here in the terminal. So enter the password for these certificate, and then you see when you ls, you see that you have three files: broker CRT, broker CSR, and broker key. Now we don't need the broker CSR.csr, so we remove it. Again, let's leave that folder, and let's do the same for the MQTT clients. Okay, now let's create the client folder, enter the folder, and then generate the RSA private key, 2048-bit long modulus with 2 primes for the client. Excellent. So now we're gonna open SSL requests as we did before, where we are asked to enter the same information for the broker. All right, so for the client, we did the OpenSSL command, put in all the information. We're asked to enter a password. Now we're going to look at what the problem was here. There was an error. So what happened here was I entered the wrong password. There was a typo probably. Now when I do it again, I put in the right one, and here is the certificate. Again, I forgot to add the out command so that it goes to it is saved onto a password, into a file. Okay, so this time we're going to do it, and it's already there. If you look at it, if we list the files, we can see that we have the CRT, CSR, and the key files for the client. But since we don't need the CSR file, we're going to remove it. Now we leave the folder one level up, and then we install the tree. Put in our password. We put tree space dot, and we'll see the tree as expected. Now we're going to sudo, we're going to edit the mosquitotest.conf file using the information there. I edited it so that it made it would have the correct path. The path is very important. I made a mistake a couple of times and it wouldn't run. Well, now we cd client, we get into the client folder in new tab, and we run the mosquito underscore pub command. Now it's listening. I mean, program is listening, and now when we enter it, we'll see the information entered in the previous one. So let's go to the next tab. Again, back to the previous tab. Well, before that, okay. Oh, I made a mistake here. I copied and pasted. It is a copy and paste error, so I'm going to put it together. And when we go to the next tab, we can see that /world /world is there. You'll see. It keeps getting me an error. Oh, I used a different local host, remember. That's why. Local host, and then it's good. Now we go to the next tab, and you can see that /world is there, and then it is disconnected at the end. Okay, so thanks for watching, and until next time.